Hi, I'm Ida Campana from the Conservatory of Music Enhanced Education. Are you preparing for a piano exam? Have you seen this new method, piano exam preparations? Available now are for levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. What makes this different is that it's visual. Looking at the book itself or having to learn all your scales and all your technique, yes, we memorize them and we have to memorize them for the exams. But what helps you remember them? What helps that to stay in your mind so that you're not memorizing every scale out there, because that's a tough task. So if you learn how to do it and how to memorize a formula, then you're going to know every scale out there, every triad out there that's being asked of you. And that's what these books do. They help you visually understand and literally see what you're going to play and how it works with every scale. The other thing, this is an all-in-one workbook. The other part of the exam you have to know is your sight reading and your ear training. This again is also in this book. So it helps you understand it visually. So for instance, the rhythm. Right now, a student has to be the metronome. They have to clap as they're being shown the piece. They have to clap back, and they have to literally be the metronome. This book in here visually shows you exactly how to do that. It has sight reading samples so that you're always trying and practicing. It has ear training, and it gives you the marks that you would be receiving for the exam at that, for that level that you're playing. It'll give you the actual amounts that they would be adjudicating you against. Like for instance, sight reading is out of 7. So it will help you to see, okay, how are you progressing? And then you can see your total at the end of it. Out of 10, what did you receive for your sight and your rhythm? What did you receive out of 10 for your playback and your intervals? So it has the mock exam in there too as well. Every book features a mock exam. So with your pieces that you have to know, your technical, your ear, and your sight, so you can have your teacher or yourself adjudicate yourself and see exactly where you're at. You need 60 to pass for the Royal Conservatory of Music, and this will keep you on track. That is the series for piano exam preparations, and it's helping you prepare for your level. As an example, here's a scale for A minor harmonic. A student has to know who it's related to, a student has to know what's in the key signature, and they have to know what harmonic means. Well, as we know, it's the 7th note is raised. So in this series, it will actually show you your fingers under. It'll map what you are to play. Then we have the raised and under. So it's showing us how to map what we are playing. Your fingers under and over, your raised notes, and we see it visually. Also, it'll give you a picture of the keyboard so you can see what that pattern looks like. Understanding a triad now, or your chords for students, they have to understand now chord symbols. This series always has the chord symbol. So for instance, F major. You have to know, this is the chord symbol, it's an F. So you will know that it's in, what are the 3 letters for this F chord, F-A-C? So right away, you're always seeing that. You have an opportunity to see the notes as you play and your fingering and how we use our fingering, as well as visually using the keyboard tabs. So how the chord is laid out on the piano and how you will always understand what does first inversion mean? What does second inversion mean? And the fingering that we have to use it. Once you're constantly doing this, it'll just happen. Your fingers will just go there. But first, you're looking at it, you're retaining it in your memory, you're actually seeing what it's going to look like, and then you produce the sound. The book also has Write It to Know It. So we're writing our scales, because the first thing we have to do is to start, when we're writing an exam, that starts at level 5, we have to write out scales. We have to write what we play. We have to understand our key signatures. This gives you an opportunity to do that. You will see the chord and why it's called that chord. This is the Write It to Know It pages that it's all features. You have your sight reading, and then it'll ask you questions. So it's teaching you the analyzing part that you would be asked in a written exam. So now you're doing it immediately. You're doing it right from your first level exam that you're having to perform. You're seeing this constantly. Your ear clap back. So you see the visual of the rhythm? You will be tapping this. So your foot's teaching you, okay, where do I tap and how do the notes line up? Like I said earlier, all of them end with a mock exam. So it's with the scores that are given for each item that you have to know, and then you'll have your total mark. You need 60 to pass. So this is going to keep you on track. It's not only going to keep you on track, it'll help the teacher keep you on track, and not only that, it'll let your parents see how you're progressing. If you are to do that exam, what would you get if you did it that day? So this keeps you focused on knowing what to learn. And it's so much more fun to be playing with something that we can see. We can see it, we can hear it, we can feel it, and that is how our memory works to retain our memory. So these books are available online. You can download the books as a PDF. You don't even have to download it as paper. You can also, if you have an iPad, or you can download it onto Adobe, and you can always be seeing it. It'll show you in color if you do it as a Adobe, or you can print it in color as well. But it is available to you. Wonderful price for an all-in-one. Everything you need to know to get your scales, to get your technique, to get your ear and your sight, all, and your mock exam, all in one book.